Avojo data asha shatremcha avat wahu manangha ya hushaitish ramamcha dat azamchit azemchit ahya Mazda twam twam manghi pauravim vedam. This is Vedam. So this is in English here, Yuzem. Now Yuzem means I, and Ayobe means those people, and Aojo means strength, Kashatremcha means divine power, vital, and whole translations. I don't know, I don't have time to go through every word, but Twam, Mengin, and everything. So Azem, cheat means I indeed. Cheat means indeed. You know, Menghai means I realize or I accept. Pauravi means first. Vedam means accomplishments, attainments. Some scholars would translate as creation. So what is this translation stands for? You know, grant him and his people. Who him? Him, he is here Zarathustra. So Zarathustra and his people, spiritual vital force and spiritual strength, which we can now read it, through Asha and Vahumana. That means here is the Mother Earth, here we have, good, thank you. So, through Vahumana, good mind, so that they may bring restful peace and joy to me. Joy to me means the living world. Indeed, I, means Gevushurvan, the soul of the living world, accept him, O Mazda, as your first accomplishment. Here, the Gevushurvan, that means soul of the living world, appeals, requests over Mazda, that, O Mazda, grant Zarathustra and his people spiritual vital force and spiritual strength through Asha and Vahumana. Why? So that they can bring restful peace. Now, Hushaiti means restful peace. Also, some scholars translate Hushaiti means peaceful settlement. Some of the scholar has said Hushaiti means peaceful settlement. But restful peace goes with that one, and joy. To me, that means the living world. Indeed, I, means Gevushurvan, the soul of the living world, I will accept him, O Mazda, as your first accomplishment or attainment. Some scholars translate Vedam as creation. But I think, I studied Dr. Taraporwala, and he says, more like attainment or accomplishment. That means Ahura Mazda accomplishes. So this verse follows the previous verses where Ahura Mazda speaks to Asha. Is there neither Ahu nor Ratu, spiritual master, is known by reason of righteousness? Well, Ahura Mazda asked the Asha that, do you know Ahu? Ahu means Lord. Now Ahu is the same as Khoda. Ahu is same as Khoda. Khoda means Lord. I just finished up the Palvi course at the UCI under Dr. Turas Dariai. And he said Khodai means Lord, which applies to God. So Khoda means Lord. Ahu means Lord. And Ratu is a spiritual master, and some scholars translate Ratu as prophet also. So the answer is, Asha says that, no, I don't know anybody.
روز همگی بخیر. امروز اومده بود در مورد لبخند اشو زرتوش میخواد صحبت کنم و من براشون ترجمه میکنم. براتون یک قسمت از گاتا رو خوندن که معنی اون میشه: ای اهورا، او و مردمانش را به نیروی حیاتی و قدرت معنوی از طریق اشا و وهومن تضمین کن تا او بتواند صلح و شادی را به ارمغان بیاره. و اهورا هم اونو به عنوان دستاورد اول خودش قبول میکنه و این قسمت از گاتا در واقع دنباله قسمت هایی هستش که اهورا مزدا با اشا صحبت میکنه و اشو زرتشت رو به عنوان یکی از کسایی که از طریق اشا و وهومن کار میکنن و قبول میکنه.
Before I forget, I want to thank Ardashi Bagakanian because I forgot my USB flash, but he came up with a smart idea. He took his camera out and took all the pictures of my pages, and he did a lot of work, put it on and download it on a computer, and I'm able to do it because I was really panicked. So I give him a hand, big hand. Okay. So then Ahura Mazda asked Vahumana. Yeah. Then the Ahura Mazda asks Vahumana, and Vahumana answers the answers that the only person who is known to me is Pitama Zarathustra, for he has listened to our teachings, and that word teachings in Gatha is Sasnavo. Sasnavo means teachings or words of wisdom. As such, he will proclaim our wisdom through the songs of praise. That means gathas. Let us grant him sweetness of speech.
و اهورا مزدا جواب تنها کسی رو که میشناسه اشو زرتشت هستش، چون که به تعلیمات اون گوش داده و به این ترتیب اون عقلش رو از طریق این هارمونیا در واقع هماهنگ کرده و گفته که اجازه دهید که به شیرینی سخن او اعطا کنیم.
Okay, and then I have a light, she can use it, don't worry about it. Okay, so when the living world hears the appointment of Holy Zarathustra, now Zarathustra was appointed by Ahura Mazda as Ahu and Ratu for the living world. Now the appointment did not come easily. The appointment came because Zarathustra found Ahura Mazda and Ahura Mazda found him. Because why? Because he heard the words of wisdom. So what happens? She's very disappointed. She thinks that he's a weak person, feeble person is a weak person. Instead, she wanted a mighty ruler. You know, because in those days everything was solved by swords, by fighting, you know. But she realizes that Pitama Zarathustra is the right person to do without swords, but with the divine wisdom of Ahura. And she accepts him as Ahu means Lord, Ratu means spiritual person, Vaster means protector, Frashyant means agriculture, and prays to him, to Ahura in this verse for Zarathustra, to grant him and his people spiritual vital force and spiritual strength so that they can carry out their mission.
وقتی که جهان صدای مقدس زرتشت رو میشنوه ناامید میشه، چون فکر میکنه که اون فرد ضعیفیه و اون در عوض یک فرمانروای توانا میخواسته، ولی میبینه که اشو زرتشت فرد درستیه و میتونه بدون شمشیر و با حکومت عادلانه اهورا باشه و او رو به عنوان اهو، رتو، وستار و فرشینت قبول میکنه و در این قسمت برای اشو زرتشت به اهورا مزدا دعا میکنه.
Thank you so much. Now we'll go on a Smile of Zarathushtra. And this is very important verse, and it is in Yasna 29, Aunaveti Gatha. And this is Avasta. I know how to read and write, and as long as I also studied Avasta, so I know exact meaning of most of the words. Okay. A smile is a reflection of the mirror of our heart and soul. A genuine smile brings joy, happiness, and hope. This is the power of smile. It brings, here it is. It brings the spirit of peace, serenity, and friendship among the people as well as nations. When peace comes after a war, jubilant smile comes over the people who won the war, while sadness and relief over the people who lost the war. Whenever people are happy for any occasion or even smile on their face expresses joy. We are not talking about those smiles that acted upon we see on TV. There is so much phony smiles on TV commercials. In India, they have started a laughing yoga, and they laugh loudly. In fact, in California, they have started to. Laughing is smiling loudly, and smile causes biophysical changes in our brains.
لبخند یک بازتابی از آینه قلب و روح ماه. یک لبخند واقعی لذت، شادی و امید رو به ارمغان میاره و این قدرت یک لبخنده. اون صلح، آرامش و دوستی رو در میان مردم دنیا به وجود میاره. وقتی یک جنگ تموم میشه، لبخند پیروزی بر لبان کسایی که برنده شدن میشینه، در حالی که غم به سراغ کسایی که شکست خوردن میره. هر زمانی که مردم برای مناسبت یا رویدادی خوشحال میشن، لبخندی در چهرهشون دارن که نشانه شادی اونهاست. ما در مورد لبخندایی که تو تلویزیون و یا فیلم ها بازی میشه صحبت نمی کنیم. در هندوستان یه چیزی به اسم یوگای خنده رو آغاز کردن که بلند میخندن. خنده همون لبخند زدن با صدای بلنده و لبخند باعث تغییرات فیزیکی در بدن ما میشه.
Thank you. An important fact is, I would like to tell you that Asha Zarathustra smiled when he was born. Now, you said that's not possible, but if you go, they have done a sonogram on a fetus, and they actually found smiling fetus. And I have some pictures, but I didn't have a time to put it on and show it to. In fact, one lady on the internet says that when her baby was born, she was smiling rather than crying, and she was scared. Why the baby is not crying? Something is wrong, you know. So they whipped and they little pat on her little butts, you know. Then she said, wow. Then they knew that she was alive. Now, how do we know that this is a fact? Or this is a legend? Whatever it is, but it has come down. It is mentioned in a Dinker. This is mentioned in our literature, Pahlavi, and supported by Pliny the Elder, who states, I have heard it say that only one human being has laughed on the day he was born, to witness Zoroaster. His brain pulsated so violently that it would repel a hand that was laid upon it, a presage of future wisdom.
یک نکته مهمی که اینجا به دبو اشاره کردن اینه که اشو زرتوش هنگام تولد لبخند زدش و این نکته در کتاب دینکرد اومده و همچنین پلاینی گفته که من شنیدم که میگن فقط یک انسان به هنگام تولد لبخند زده و اونم اشو زرتوش بوده که نشانه دانایی او در آینده بوده.
Now, who was Pliny? He has I take it as still, we went a little bit too far. Yeah, good, thank you. Pliny was a Roman citizen, born in 23 ACE and died in August of 73 ACE. He was a naturalist, philosopher, and naval and army commander. He wrote extensively, comprising about 160 volumes on different subjects. He died while trying to see the eruption of famous mountain Vesuvius at Pompeii and to save his friends. And while he was trying to save his friend, he died from suffocation of poisonous gas. So Pliny was a very reliable source to write it. And I don't think we should completely discard some of the legend like this.
پلاینی یک رومانیایی بوده که در 23 AC متولد شده و در آگوست سال 73 درگذشته. او یک فیلسوف که معتقد به فلسفه طبیعی بود و فرمانده نیروی دریایی و همچنین ارتش بود. اون به طور گسترده می نوشت و نوشتار شامل حدود 160 جلده که در موضوعات مختلف نوشته شده و مرگ او در حالی بودش که داشت تلاش میکرد فوران کوه ویسوویوس در پامپئی رو ببینه و دوستانش رو از خفگی گازهای سمی نجات بده.
Thank you. You have to go down. I know it's a little bit hard today because of we don't have the USB flash drive. Oh, good. A baby's smile is so beautiful that it pierces to the heart. In a similar way, what happened when the baby Zarathustra smiled, not only but the whole nature shouted out as described in Forwarding Years, verses 93 and 94. By the way, I want to tell you that Forwarding Years is the most important years after Shahnameh, because just like Shahnameh is a historical document, Forwarding Years is also a historical document because of the fact that we have the names of men and women who became first Zoroastrians. And it is a very, very beautiful way described. And what it says that, Yahe Zantaecha Vakshaecha Urvasen Apurvaoscha Yehe Zantaecha Vakshaecha Ukshin apo urvascha yahe zantaescha vakshecha ustatem nimravanta vispavo spento data daman. Yahe, no, I think, yeah, in his birth, in whose birth, and now let me read this other one too. Ustano zato atravo yos pitamo Zarathustro frano yazaite zotrabio stareto beresma Zarathustro ida apam vijasaiti vanguhi daina mazdayasni vispaish avi karshavan aish haftav. In whose birth and growth, Zantaecha means birth and Vakshaecha means growth. The waters and the plants increase. In his birth and growth, the waters and plants flourished. See, this is the beautiful describing the beauty in those days that they described the birth of Asha Zarathustra so beautifully. In his birth and growth, all bountifully given creations, creation is Daman, shouted with joy, cried with the joy, or shouted with the joy. I don't have time to explain the joy. And a translation on the next one, 94. What a joy! For us is born the Atravan Spitama Zarathustra. Zarathustra will offer prayers towards us with libations and bundles of baresma, and henceforth the Mazda worshipping religion of good conscience will spread all over the 7 continents of the earth.
لبخند یک کودک آنقدر زیباست که در همه قلب‌ها جا میشه و این همین جوری بودش که زمانی که اشو زرتشت متولد شد اتفاق افتاد و تمام طبیعت فریاد شادی سر دادن. همونطور که در فروردین یش ورس 93 و 94 اومده که براتون موبد دبو خوندن و معنیاشون میشه ورس 93 میشه تولد او باعث افزایش آبها و گیاهان شد. تولد او باعث رونق یافتن آبها و گیاهان شد و تولد او باعث شد که همه در جهان شادمان بشن. و ورس 94 میشه چه شادی بخش است هنگامی که اشو زرتشت زاده شد و او ما را در 7 کشور زمین راهنمایی خواهد کرد.
Thank you. Okay, and a different baresma used since ancient time by Zoroastrian priests in rituals and ceremonies. Now here, this is a very important grotto at the Takte Bustan, and the picture says Ardashi 1 or Ardashi 2, but most scholars think it's Ardashi 2. This is the Ardeshir 2, and this is a Mobede Mobedan giving him a diadem, you know. And this person, according to Dushin and Gilliman, who quotes Jackson saying that they are not sure. Some scholars say this represents Aura Mazda, but I doubt because we never had a carving of Aura Mazda. Then some scholars says it's Mitra, but I doubt that because Mitra doesn't have so many rays coming out. While the Parsis took this kind of a picture and made it Asha Zarathustra according to Jackson. That's what I have read it. Now, this one is, they are holding the baresma. Baresmas are the twigs, you know, made out of different, and this should be, next will Homa bowl. I'm sorry, it is a home bowl, I said, but it should be Homa bowl. A man holding baresma and Homa bowl. So this is important here. We have all the pictures. You can see that same thing is right here, triangle shape. Same thing is here. Again, there is a triangle shape. There is again a triangle shape here. And this is the crown we can see. This has to be a king. And this has to be Mobede Mobedan, and this is people are disputing whose carving it is. You remember what I said?
Yeah. از زمان اشو زرتشت تا الان بررسی‌های مختلفی توسط موبدان استفاده شده که همونجور که در تصویر می‌بینید اینجا تخت بوستانه که تصویر موبد موبدان و یا اردشیر اول یا اردشیر دوم هستش که هنوز مطمئن نیستن کدومشون هست و همچنین موبد جای خوندن که پارسیا یکی از این تصویرها رو به عنوان عکس اشو زرتشت برداشتن و گذاشتن، ولی همچنان بر روی صورتاشون یه سری کانتروورسی وجود داره که خودشون هستن یا نه.
Also, there is some story about it. Probably Zari Bandara might know about it. That some Parsi dreamt about it many years ago, about this and draw the picture. But I'm not sure about that. Okay, we go next now. Okay, what I want to show it to you is I was in a Seattle Interfaith Council for many years, and we were visiting a Japanese Buddhist temple. And it was the main monk was Anglo-Saxon, and his name was, I forgot, what was his name? It's just some, anyway, he says, he told my wife and Manije and me that please, wait, let everybody go, and then I want to talk to. So I waited. And then he opened up this small cupboard, and this is what I saw. He said, "What do you see?" I said, "Oh, really, I don't know. It's a Buddha with a lot of rays of." He said, "That's a Zoroastrian influence." The Buddhism, Amitabha Buddha, which is a halo around, yes, you look at, and here you see this rays going out. That's Zoroastrian influence, he told me. And that was a really surprise for me to learn from a Buddhist monk, head of the monk. And very interesting fact was that some of the Japanese people were at that time very prejudiced, so they didn't allow anybody to come. And so the young people left, and there were only 60 or 63 people left, and they were all in their 60s, late 60s and early 70s. And then they realized that the church is going to close, so they said, we have to let everybody come in our church. That means in a Buddhist temple, and they appointed an Anglo section, and now that Buddhist temple is really flourishing. I just want to give you that idea. So Amitabha Buddha means this. Now I'm not sure, this is the imagery of infinite light and boundless life according to Buddha in Pure Land. I'm not sure which comes to Amardada or not. It's just my own interpretation. It may not be correct. And Pure Land is the Garodemana house of songs describing gathas where Ahura Mazda came first. This is only my interpretation, and I'm not going to say that it comes too close, but I'm not even sure that it's a right interpretation.
این تصویری که میبینین تصویر امیتابها بودا هستش که در واقع گفتن که تاثیر زرتشتی از نور ابدی هستش که تاثیر گذاشته روی بودای اونها و نشانه زندگی جاودانی که همون امرداد و امرتاد هستش رو نشون میده، ولی موبد مطمئن نیستن که واقعا این یک چیز درستی باشه یا نه هنوز.
Thank you. Okay, next one. Okay, here is another priest holding Baresma here. This is all carved in rock. The picture you saw first, those three carvings, that's in Kermanshah. And Kermanshah, that was the only carvings and rock carvings that was out of province of Pars. I read a lot about it, and we don't have time to talk about it, but it's I wish I could go and see again in my life. It's a very interesting carvings to see in Kermanshah. Okay, go ahead, please. Now, Parsi priests using the metal rod as they were used in Iran were not available in the area they settled down. Then some of the twigs were not available. This is a jujube tree coming down, and I think you know, Jari Bandara, more about it than I do.
تصویر قبلی که دیدید باز تصویر موبدی بودش که برسما رو نگه داشته بود که یک چیزی در کرمانشاه بود، و این یکی هم اکمیله های آهنی هستش که موبدای پارسی از اون استفاده میکردن به جای اونایی که در ایران مورد استفاده قرار میگرفت، به خاطر اینکه تو منطقه اونها پیدا نمیشد.
Thank you. Okay, we go, and this is now just a picture of tree, jujube tree, then laurel tree coming up, picture. And a laurel tree is found in many places of the world. And very interesting fact I found out, next please, is that laurel wreath, in Iran, like a Christmas wreath, they made a wreath, you know, and they awarded to sportsmen in Iran. They put it, you know, like we put it a garland, you know, but in Iran they put it in a wreath around the sportsmen. So we had quite a bit of sports in Iran. People don't know, wrestling, polo, and all other things, you know.
تصویر درختای مختلفی رو دیدین و همچنین تصویر این تاج گل رو که در زمانهای قدیم به مردان ورزشکار در ایران هدیه داده میشد.
Okay, thank you. This is a myrtle tree here. And next, please. This is, I think I have to read. Tamarisk tree above and below are near the Saudabad Palace. And this I have adapted from K.A.G. And whenever I take from somebody, I like to give them the credit. Next, please. Okay, so let us celebrate Zarathustra. I'm sorry, that was I had given a talk during the birthday, so forget about it. But now I'm going to talk about, there are 4 types of brain waves which are responsible for psychodynamic effects in our mind. Beta waves are normal waking state, 16 to 24 cycles per second. Alpha waves are altered consciousness, relaxed, meditative, 18 to 15 cycles per second. Theta waves are deeper, altered consciousness, creative thought, images, 4 to 7 cycles per second. And delta waves are deep sleep, 0.13 to 3 cycles per second. And the following graph is taken by neuroscientists.
ما 4 نوع امواج در مغزمون وجود داره که مسئول اثرات روانی در ذهن ما هستش. امواج بتا که برای مواقع عادی بیداری هستش، امواج الفا که برای هوشیاری تغییر یافته مثل وقتی که ریلکس یا مدیتیشن و اینا، امواج ثتا که عمیق‌تر هستش مثل افکار خلاقانه یا تصویرهایی که تو ذهنمون داریم، و امواج دلتا که برای خوابهای عمیق هستش و این تصویرها هم تصویرهای این امواج هستش که دانشمندان اونو کشیدن.
So as we know that these are different waves that are done by neuroscientists, and it's very interesting, you know. The theta waves are creative thought and images. Now we will see what the attributes of Smile of Zarathushtra are, because after all, what he brought the message was the beginning with his smiles, a good thinking. It produces a good smile, and Spenta Harmony brings the smile of harmony. Spenta Harmony is the we assigned to Mother Earth, and that's why during the Jashan, Harmony is, or anytime is called Mother Earth, you know.
پس ما الان خواص لبخندهای اشو زرتشت رو میبینیم که اول از همه فکر خوب هستش که این خودش لبخند رو به وجود میاره و سپنتا آرمایتی هستش که هارمونی لبخند رو برمقام میاره.
Okay, and now second, creative thinking. Creative thinking is linked with theta waves. Einstein and Zarathustra's creativity was linked to these waves. Zarathustra was a very creative person, and Gathas could not have come without his creative activities of his brain. Tushnamaiti, smile is a smile created by silent meditation. Tushnamaiti is mentioned in Gatha, and it is linked with the alpha waves. It's linked with the alpha waves. Now, people say, some of the people say that only Hindus are, and the Buddhists only meditate. That is not true. Zarathustra himself meditated, the story I have read it, for 10 years in a mountain, contemplating of Mazda. So, Tushnamaiti is meditation. silent meditation. That means just, and it is mentioned in Gathas. And it's a very important fact. A smile is a positive affirmation. Yasna 29, Ahura Mazda affirms Zarathustra as a sociant, means benefactor of the living world, because he has heard sasna, or words of the wisdom. Now, some scholars translate sociant as savior. Some, Dr. Jaffrey translates as benefactor of the living world. So you take your pick.
دومین خواصش فکر خلاقانه بودش که به امواج ثدا وصله و خلاقیت‌های اشو زرتشت و همچنین انیشتین هم به این امواج وصل بوده. و سومیش لبخند توشنامتی هستش که با مدیتیشن بی صدا یا آروم خلق میشه و در گاتا هم اومده و به امواج الفا متصله. و چهارمیش اینه که لبخند یک تایید مثبته و در یسنا 29 اهورا مزدا اشو زرتشت رو به عنوان یک سیرشانس تایید میکنه.
Okay. A smile conquers fear, just as it was done for the living world. Soul Gevusor one. She hopes for peace in the world. And we see, we already read the stanza when Zarathustra was born, the whole creation shouted out with joy. And that was the hope. Next, please. Smile of Asha is a smile of truth. Smile of living peacefully is a smile of great hope that humankind hopes for. Smile is an assertion between two parties, especially between lovers. Smile is a loving feeling of friendship, as Zarathustra teaches us to be friend to Ahura Mazda. And frio vahisto, also Zarathustra says frio vahisto for Ahura Mazda, that means most beloved. And frio becomes priyo in Sanskrit. So Zarathustra, in old days, we were afraid of God. Zarathustra says, don't be afraid of God. And people were sacrificing men, women, animals, and everybody to please the God, to appease the God. And Zarathustra says, no. And that for Hakamaneshan, there is a very beautiful Avasta prayer on that friendship. I think Soroshia's Hadok, am I right? Zari Bandara. And it's a very beautiful prayer. And therefore, Hakamanesh means friendly mind. That's what Hakamaneshan came to power. And that is a very beautiful name.
لبخند ترس رو فتح میکنه و گوشورمان اون رو برای صلح برای جهان میاره. و لبخند اشا یک لبخند حقیقیه. لبخند یک زندگی مسالمت آمیز، لبخندیه که هر کسی آرزوشو داره. و همچنین لبخند یک احساس دوست داشتنه که اشو زرتشت اون رو به عنوان دوستی با اهورا مزدا میآموزه و میگه از خدا ترسی نداشته باشه.
Smile inspires us to having a loving rapport socially and spiritually, as Zarathustra teaches us to love Mazda. That's a very important fact. That first time in a history of mankind, here Zarathustra came, says, don't be afraid of God, love Him. And Frio Vahisto means most beloved. In Jasame Avange Mazda, we pray a mantra of Nida Snai Tisham, representing a smile of putting weapons and spread the message of Zarathustra with non-violence. There is a smile of Ushta, a smile of happiness to him or her who brings smile of happiness to others. Yanim mano, yanim vacho, yanim shotananem, ashaune Zarathustra he. Righteous Zarathustra's thought is blessing, his word is blessing, his deed is blessing, and that blessing is a smile for us.
لبخند به ما الهام میده که یک رابطه دوست داشتنی اجتماعی و معنوی داشته باشیم و همینطور اشو زرتشت با اون عشق بهرامزدا رو به ما یاد میده و همچنین در جسم اونک مزدا خود جسم اونک مزدا پیام صلح اشو زرتشت رو پخش میکنه و کسانی که شادی از آن کسانیه که شادی رو برای دیگران برمقام میارن و همچنین اندیشه های اشو زرتشت و کارهای اشو زرتشت خودش یک لبخندی رو برای ما به وجود میاره.
That's the end or what? Yeah, let me see. Oh, okay. We could go on citing many mantras from Avesta, but this is a short, pertinent presentation. And thank you so much, and then we will pray before we disperse.
So ما میتونستیم خیلی بیشتر از این پیش بریم ولی چون وقت نداریم we are going to pray. یک دعای میخونیم و به تمام میرسیم.
Thank you. Hey, anybody has a question? No, okay. Where's the Gata? No, thank you. So, we'll pray Shnotra Ore Mazdao, Tri Ashembahu, and then it's Gatic prayer. So if you just please get up, I appreciate that. Thank you. Shnotra Ore Mazdao, Hashem Wahu, Vaishtem Asti, Ustao Asti, Ustamai, Yatashai, Vahishtai Hashem, Hashem Wahu, Vaishtem Asti, Ustao Asti, Ustamai, Yatashai, Vahishtai Hashem, Hashem Wahu, Vahishtem Asti, Ustao Asti, Ustamai, Yatashai, Vahishtai Hashem. Use them. You can repeat after me. Use them. Aibyo. Ahura. Aojo. Data. Asha. Shatremcha. Avat. Wohu Manangha. Yahushitish. Ramamscha. Dat. Azem Cheat. Ayamazda. Twamenghi. Porvaim. Waedem. Thank you so much. Thank you.